Alright, hello, welcome back. We're in Salt Lake City. It's raining a bit, maybe it's snowing. I chose a place without checking the weather again, and well, I will be able to fly in this weather. If not, we'll just switch to another one. I saw that zombie flying there in the back, in the 500E. Very well done. And let me welcome you. That zombie, redeeming the first. Welcome, welcome. Very nice to have you. And Tyler Lauren with the second. Hello, very nice to see you. Phew, I managed to close the loop. It's playing in the back. Yay, there we go. Right, let me put down the base. I'll show you around. Okay, there's the zombie. There we go. Nice. I hope the weather is fine. I need to check still the meter. Well, I saw the mountains there in the back just a moment ago. They are not there anymore, so I hope it will work. Anyway, we're in Salt Lake City. There's quite a few airports around, so we will try to visit them. I haven't chosen any plan because I haven't flown this helicopter yet, so I need to figure out how to fly it. It's relatively new. I haven't flown it yet, so expect this to be fun. So that's Volanta, data and top overlays coming from Volanta, and we also have Navigraph, which we'll be using for navigation. We're in the Salt Lake City, on the apron right here. That's the general aviation area, so that's where we are standing. If you want to fly along, we are on Europe North server. You can always join. You are very welcome to. Take any aircraft you want. It will be okay. And as you can see, there's quite a few airfields, airports around, so we'll try to visit them. There's Salt Lake City, Salt Valley, Bolinder, Twell Valley. They all have crazy names. There's two more here, one in the mountains, so I think we'll be just checking them out and the city itself. We have flown here IFR before, but haven't had a chance to look close at the city. I'm still not sure about the weather situation. Let's have a look there. So we need to go information, open airport, weather. Let's have a look. Light rain, few clouds, 700. Alright, so not much views, and scattered 011, overcast 050. Alright, so that's pretty much matching what we see in the sim. Well, I think we'll just fly low and slow. This should be doable then. Visibility is 9 miles, so not the worst in the world. Wind 340 at 8 knots, so seems pretty okay. Alright, that's about it for the intro. I managed to plug in my controls. Oh, there we go. I think that's that zombie just in front of me. You seem to be able to fly this one very well. I will need to see how it works for me. So, I managed to bind the Warthog. It didn't want to connect again. I had to connect like 5 times. I was thinking I need to restart the PC, but then it worked. And the joystick is there as well. I hope the pedals are... Oops. Oh no. I think I have a problem. Let me check that quickly. Because I have connected and disconnected a lot of stuff, and I might have gotten rid of the pedals. Yep, they're not there. Great. Okay, let me connect them, so I'll be back in a second. I have no clue how this works. I changed to other weather preset. I see that zombie. That's a good idea. So the pedals were connected. I disconnected and connected them again, and they are not here. Oh, I wonder what the problem there is. Well, I'll try 5 more times. I think they will finally pop up. Alright, this is insane. I have the cable in my hand. I'll just be connecting it in and out. I hope it works at some point. Nope. Cam moved. Yes. I saw there was a bit of the room showing up, so I had to move the cam. So yeah, I corrected that. Thank you for letting me know. What's up with the pedals? I'm not sure why this is happening. I usually have problem with the Warthog. I need to reconnect it 5 times, then it's there, but somehow I now have also the problem with the pedals, and that hasn't happened before. So I wonder what can I do about this, except for reconnecting them 5 more times. Right, I'll try to disconnect all other stuff that I don't need. Okay, the Bravo and the Alpha yokes are out. Reconnected the pedals. Nothing. Okay, welcome to Flight Simulator options stream. Right, I also disconnect all those guys that I don't need. I try to keep them connected so I don't need to bother around when I change my setup or things I fly, but sometimes it's causing problems, as you can see. Alright, now we have only 2 of them, plus the controller. And I'm plugging the pedals directly into the port, and it's not working. Let me try another port. No. Okay. I will now disconnect all the 2 that we have remaining and hope this works. Also the controller. Right. They're all gone. Let's have a look. Connecting the pedals, and they're not there. Well, can we fly without the pedals? I don't think this will work in this aircraft. Alright, what do we do now? Restarting the whole PC? That's too much time. I wonder why this is happening. It is so strange. Usually if I do this enough times, it just shows up. I may have to restart the sim. Well, actually the PC, it's often I need to restore the PC. Well. No, I don't want to restore the PC. Can we somehow fly without the pedals? Let me think. Alright. Think we can get around that. Let me connect the other two. I'll just bind the pedals to one of the throttles and leave it with that. I wonder if anything else will connect now, or will they all be gone? Because I connected the other stuff, and half of it is here. Seems that it's the word codex causing trouble. So now it's even worse. Well. Right, I'll try the word code a few more times. Not great. Alright, let's use the Bravo then. Let's have a look. Alright, there is Bravo, so I'll add a new profile. This will be completely crazy, but let's try to do that. Oh, okay, and I think we need... What do we need? Collective. Alright, and I need the rudder pedals. Rudder axis. Alright, great stuff. Having rudder on the mixture is a great stuff. Alright, so now this is working, at least the rudder, so let me see, this is right, this is left, I want to reverse that one. And let's check the collective. Alright, this one is okay. Fly and save, and we're good. Good news, I don't need to lock my seat now because I'm not using the rudder pedals. This is going to be fun. Yes, it is going to be fun. Alright. Let's kill the music and check the checklist. Alright, thank you for your patience. Sorry for the unexpected trouble. It seems I need to add a new list to the things. New thing to the list of things I'm doing before the stream is checking my hardware that I'm intending to use, if it's showing up in Windows, and then just checking the same. Usually it worked. I only had the trouble with the Warthog, somehow conflicted with the Logitech throttle, but now it's a completely different deal. The weather outside is frightful, so let's deal with that. That zombie, what did you choose? We'll go with not live weather. I will go with Arctic Chill. It's my favorite. It doesn't matter all too much when you're just flying along. And yeah, this is going to be fun. Right, we have our checklist here. And, well, there's no manual, but there are the checklists, and there's two of them. There is a short one and a full one. I think the short one will be just okay for me. Alright, let's have a look if there's anything super strange. Actually, let's start doing that. So, seats and pedals. Well, my seat is not adjusted. And I'm driving over my headset cable. This is not going to end well. Okay, I think I'm or maybe I switch to the yoke for the flying. That's another option. Then I won't need to switch hands all the time. Shall we do that? Nah, that's too easy. Alright. Let's have a look around the cockpit. I will lower the collective. Let's check this throttle again. So, oh, seems now you can just click it and it's in one of the two states. So it is a bit different than the previous helicopters they had. Interesting. What's this guy? This might be the lights. I think this is the taxi light and this is the landing light. Seems to make most sense. There are floats. I will not click that. I hear the helicopter noises. Hello there. Nice to have you. Now we can only wave with the rotor. Well, we have the headset. Let's put it on. It's engine start. There are some headlights. Good stuff. What is this guy? Looks dangerous. I will not click it yet. Unless I know what it's doing. This might be the rotor brake. Oh look, there's more headsets. Your noise is pretty loud. It's scaring me. Don't worry about it. Not your fault. There's the door. Great. Now I won't be able to close it. Oh no. Oh no. How do I close the door? Okay, I connected the controller so I can move around easier. Let me see, is the click spot there? Can't, how do you close it? No, we have to fly with the door open. It's gonna be windy. Let's see, there's the other door. Oops. Okay, we can make it super windy then. Hell yeah, let's do it. How do we get back the doors back? Oh, that's how it works. That's the click spot here. Maybe it works the same for the other one. Nope. No, it doesn't. Come on, simulation. Part number. That's fun. And there's 3 seats there in the back. Looks pretty cool. I wonder what this guy is. I think it's not for watching the movies. Hello there. Oh, there's 4 seats in the back. 4 seats. That's a lot. So you can't sit in the middle. Right, let's check what's next on the list. Blah blah, collective down lock, lights off, heater off, fuel shut off, forward and secured. Fuel shut off. Okay, this is going great. I don't know where it is. There's a ton of buttons on this stick. Unbelievable. Where can the fuel shut off be? That doesn't look like it. That's just the heating. Right, maybe. Oh, I think that's the guy. So it should be forward and secured. So this is forward. Oh, it's not anymore. And I think this is the rotor brake. How do we get the shut off now? I'm trying to click it with all my might and it's not working. There must be a way to do it. Hang on, I'll get the tooltips. That should be a bit easier. I hope you're having fun. I think it was in the accessibility instrument description tool, instrument name tooltips. Instant. Let's go. Emergency fuel cutoff. Rotor brake. I think that's the problem, that it was emergency. Right, there should be a way to get it back, so maybe if I get on the other side. I think I need to get some lock off first. Okay, I think I'll just restart the flight at this point. So let's restart it. I'm back in a second, the zombie, don't worry about it.
Ground services.
Alright, we are back. Just changed the weather to Arctic Chill. That's my favorite. Let's also check the fuel quickly. It should be, yeah, 60%. CG out of limit. How come? Yeah, the pilot was too light. That was me. Now it's better. Also, the CG limit looks a bit interesting here, and it also takes into account left and right. That's interesting. I haven't seen this in the planes. Alright, so we are not touching this guy. We will open all the doors. I liked it without the doors. Howdy, howdy, helicopter flying. Yes, but it's a bit of a misfortune for me. Well, my pedals didn't want to connect, and then my Warthog, so I have a bit of a weird setup. Everything is on the right hand, and my pedals are on the mixture. So this is gonna be interesting, but don't you worry, it's gonna be fine. We were trying to start the helicopter. I touched this emergency fuel cutoff and couldn't get it back in, so I had to restart the flight. And there we are back again. We're going through the checklist. Right. So everything else should be fine. Well, starter switch should be enough. Battery on. There's the battery. There's battery on. Good stuff. Test in progress. Oh, look, there's different Garmin selected. Yay. So I think that's from the EDS. Nice gauges as well. Cool stuff. All right. The test was... Alright, I'm just doing it the easy way. So, no test. Blah, blah, blah. Generator remains off. Starting engine. Fuel pump on. Start this guy. Fuel pump on, fuel pump on. Let's find the fuel pump. There's the fuel pump on. Good stuff. What do we have next? FLI... WL panel, check no abnormal indication. Looks pretty normal to me, I think. I don't know. And starter on, just like that. No crazy stuff. I'll just get the anti-collision off on first. Where is the starter now? I remember seeing it. It was one of the guarded buttons, I think. Oh no, now I'm going crazy. Where can the starter be? Maybe it's one of these buttons here. Throttle collective. Oh, hang on. Maybe it was just here? No. That's idle, that's flight. That's not the starter though. Where is the blood starter? Nicotine, we got manual. Oh, are we guessing normal? Yeah, I'm guessing. On view. Oops, sorry. I'm out of whack today. It's not been going great. Anyway, I'm trying to locate the starter. And I cannot find it for the life of me. There's crank. Starter button. It's called crank. Alright, let's think. Do I need to press you? Do I need to touch? I'm pressing it. Is anything changing here? I thought this will be easier now that I had the experience in the other helicopter. Hello, hello. Very nice to see you, Nicotine. We are in Salt Lake City. I had to change to preset weather because it was super rainy here. And my hardware wasn't lucky today, so I adding it to my list, checking if my hardware works. Did you already set the controls? Well... Alright, so I can help you with that. Right, I have what I usually have on throttle assigned to collective, and I have it in a way that when I pull the throttle it goes up, when I push it it goes down. And that's here in the options, and hang on, it's just called collective. It is clicked as reverse here, but just check if it's doing what you want. I have it so it looks like in the same. So when I push it, it goes down. When I pull it, it goes up. Apart from that, I have... Let's see what I have here. Elevator axis, aileron axis, and there is rudder trim, rotor trim reset, rudder trim reset, and there are... So these are helicopter specific, the rotor trim. And increase rotor longitudinal trim and lateral, and same for decrease. So I have this bound to the HUD, I believe. Yeah, bound to the HUD. Then I have another HUD that is bound to the rudder. Where do I have the resets? Okay, I have reset under pin key, so never mind if it's just somewhere. Actually good to check. So I have rudder trim here, rudder reset here. Where is the other reset? Oh, I have the rotor reset here. Okay. And the rotor trim. So that's pretty much all I have at this point. Because, well, not much else is working. The G2 also requires the throttle, but in this helicopter the throttles weren't working, so I just unbound it. That's one more thing to check potentially, but other than that, standard stuff. I also have the rudder axis. Just don't worry, that's not Bravo, it's just my Warthog and pedals. Didn't want to connect, so I decided to just bind it to the mixture. Well, that's it. So I have this moving, I have the pedals moving, and I have the collective moving, and I also have the trim. So if I move the trim, it should... It's not showing any movement here, and I'll just reset it. The trim will be useful because in the flight you might need to have it slightly moved, and then you don't want to hold it all the time. As far as I know, in the helicopter it works that way, that there is not too much force around, so you can just move it with some friction, and you can just let go, it will stop there. The pilot 825, thank you for the follow. Very nice to have you here. Welcome, welcome. Great stuff. So I understand that in helicopters it's like there's no force when you deflect it and no real middle point. You just leave it somewhere and it stays there. But I think the trim works in a way that you just set it there. But never mind. That's what we have. And I'm trying to start it, so my volts are still okay. It's 27 volts, so that's not all too bad. And our rotor brake is forward, so that seems to be looking okay. How do I start the bloody starter? I think, right, it's called starter button. Fuel pump is on. Maybe we need to run the test. Whoa. Now it's working. All right. No, it was just the test. Also, it's a very nice looking helicopter. And it's called Écureuil, which means squirrel, as far as I know. In French, we have the squirrel in the title. I hope we'll manage to start it up today. So that was just the test, I think. Right, so there's cover, there's this button called crank, and it's called starter button. Let's have a look at the checklist again. It says starter on, monitor FLI, plus 60 and 1. Guard starter closed, generator on 67, avionics, fuel pump off, pitot heat. Alright, what about the throttle? It doesn't say anything about the throttle. Let's check the other checklist. Right, twist is in the idle here. Starter. What do you ask on French? No, Écureuil is the name of the helicopter. It used to be Aerospatiale, now it's Airbus helicopters, which is now Airbus. I'll find it. See, that's Écureuil, the squirrel. I'm pretty sure that's the one. See, it's here. It is the same thing. They look absolutely similar. That's actually quite funny that the Écureuil popped up here, just next to this Écureuil. I'm not sure if I'm saying it right, but now you know. Icy dragons with the raid. How are you doing, Icy? Have you crashed? Have you landed? I saw a go around.
Big dragons raided. With reviewers.
There's a shout out. Welcome, welcome. Very nice to have you here. I'm having a lot of trouble here and we can start it. Great stuff. How was the flight in the mountains? So I'm clicking the starter button. And it doesn't seem to do anything. Ristan's here. Hey Ristan, very nice to have you. Now you follow me along with Icy. Great stuff. Right, I'll just hit Ctrl E. Let's see if it works. No. Yeah, it's working. Alright, we do it the easy way. I was lurking. Cool, cool. Chewy is here. Welcome, Chewy. We're flying the Squirrel. Let me explain if you haven't been here 2 minutes ago. So, if you Google the name, well, it's the Squirrel. It is the same thing. What it do? The man started the Explain 12 trend. I hope it's me. I really do. And I'm really happy that you flew it. Because, well, I did like Explain for a long time, but everyone was flying Misfits and was very religious about not flying Explain, so I'm very glad that you did. Showed everyone that it's a sim like every other and you can just fly it. And there was Teuton Murphy flying the Explain today, which made me very happy. So I think we'll be flying Explain in future on stream as well. Now it's not being outcast. I think it did. Everyone been on it since then. Yeah, and I see we had a ton of viewers on this Explain streams, which made me very happy. Anyway, either way, I'm happy this is the case now, that everyone has settled a bit with the Misfits and noticed that there are other sims. Well, you may or may not like it, but I think it's a good sim. At least for a backup. If the Misfits not working, it's nice to have the Explain. Gonna have to look for pizza. Oh boy, sounds great. Enjoy. Thanks for shout. Oh, yeah, there's a shout out. It's the automatic one. I didn't touch a thing. No hands. It's good stuff. I really like it. Yeah, I see. Alright, the Echo-Ray is spinning. It's such a nice looking helicopter. Right, let me think. Is this guy working? Of course it's not working, because of all my reconnecting things. It disconnects from the sim. Okay. Never mind, we'll just zoom out and fly like that. Right. If you haven't been here at the beginning, I had some trouble with my hardware, so my pedals are bound to the mixture and my collective is bound to the throttle. That are on the right hand. I also have this on my right hand. So this is going to be great. Anyway, let's go. Wait, let's check if it's in the flight. It is in the flight. We'll just get the lights. Just to blind everyone around. And I think we can fly. Let's do it. Oh, we cannot fly. Why? I want to fly. Maybe now we can fly. Is that any better? I would expect it to be the other way around. This looks bad. Mind if I check if Nazda tags along? Of course not. Go and fly along. It will be fun. I just wish that these things were working. Get the generator on as well. What's up with this guy? It's showing 60%. Right, so that's... I think that's okay. No, it's not okay. Or is it? I'm moving the collective up, seeing what will happen. It will just die. Collective is fully up, and it's not working. Why? What is going on here? Uncover window. There's a window here. Battery temperature. There's a horn. Right, that sort of makes sense. I think we can turn off the fuel pump. Right, let's restart it again and try just with the controlling. I have no clue how to do that. I will need to try off stream again. I'm always loading up here like a madman, hoping it will work and make you watch, have fun of me. So sometimes it doesn't work when I'm not prepared. Hello, look. Yeah, a lot of helicopters look like a bonanza, especially in the sim. Oh, here's the engine starter. I know I saw it. Right. We get the weather. We get rid of the doors. Who wants the doors? Oh, I saw the bonanza. Hey, Chicky Bonanza, nice to have you. Right, jettison door. Only thing, I don't know how to close the doors, so I opened them once. Now they stay open forever. This how we roll. Right, let's start. I will just hit Control E. Let's see what happens. Should be working. So this is going up. Is that any better now? Let's move it to flight. Let's check the starter. This in the off. There's starter guard as well. Right. Have the throttle in the flight position. I wonder if there is some problem there maybe with this throttle. The crown cover is closed. Right, it should be working then. There's no reason for it not to work. I hope. There's trim release. Do have anything else here? Not really. Hide downwash dust effects. Hide exhaust heat blur effects. No, we want them on. Right, the horn is not giving us a good sign. And this in the flight position. So what's the problem then? Boo. Let's have a look at this checklist. I'll get the horn off. Governor light is off. I think it's off. Fuel pump on, generator off, starter selector on, check parameters, switch flight mode. Oh, when over 67%. Never got above 67%, so I think that is the problem there for us. Right, let's have a look. Maybe if we go the fuel pump on. That ain't better. No. No. Why not working? Please work. I know people are flying this thing and it's working for them. So I must be doing something wrong, except I don't know what I'm doing wrong. There's searchlight, there's sling, float arm. Avionics on generator, but it's too low for the generator. It's not going up in any way, shape, or form. Right, for our last trick, I think we can just spawn on the runway and have it running. I will check off stream how to get it going. The rotor brake is probably not the best idea here. And we have the emergency fuel shut cut off. That's not doing anything. I feel like something is very wrong here. I don't know why. Right. Go back to the main menu and I'll just spawn on the runway. So hang on, I'll be there in a second. Yeah, bro, having fun. Well. More often than not, I have much more success trying this for the first time. Here, it's not the lucky day. To be honest, I was thinking if I had the 500 running, we will be able to get this one running as well. Doesn't seem to be the case. Also, where is that? We need to go there 1 point. Why is it taking so long to go back to the main menu? I have a bad feeling about this. Alright, we are there. Alright, let's just go on the runway and get it from here. Preset, Arctic Chill. Oh, it's the first one. Great stuff. So I don't have to look all too far to get it. Right, it's loading. There's the Kinger. Hoverboard, does that mean your desk is back, or at least your setup is fixed? Good stuff. Oops. Wow, we have a different display here now. How does that even work? That is a mystery. Right. Let's check. Alright. It's not the worst thing in the world. Okay. Not going great. Yeah, we've got it. Alright. I think we'll just flank around, no landing. Otherwise, there's no way I can handle this. Alright, that is the most crazy setup I have ever had. Anyway, it's working. At least we have that going. So let's have a look around the Salt Lake City. Right, once it's flying, it's pretty okay. I wonder what was up with the starting procedure. Why didn't it go to the other screen and why didn't it go up in the first place? I will need to check this offline, maybe just watch some tutorial. Actually, maybe it's a good idea to watch the tutorial next time. I've discovered that if you are careful enough, the monitor will not fall over. Oh, until one second you're not careful enough and your monitor is all over the place, and then you're in trouble. Right, is everyone here? Or is something broken with the multiplayer? I haven't seen anyone run since I started, so I hope it's working. Right, at least there are other people, so at least I know the multiplayer is working. Was that my shadow? Most likely. Right, let me check where I want to go next. There we go. There's a Cirrus. Wasn't a Bonanza. Okay, I need to be using the trim now because of my limited controls. Hey, the trim is a pretty good idea. Just remember it's this rotor trim and make sure to bind the rest button. That's the hover in the Bonanza. Did it change the shadow resolution? I don't think so. It should be on Ultra. I mean, it's just Ultra and whatever is there, that's the shadow resolution. Unless something is wrong there. I don't want to fiddle with all the settings too much because I've spent too much time doing that already. Right, so that's us. There should be two airports. Actually, there's one. Kilo Bravo Tango Foxtrot, and then there's two more in the northern part. So I'll just try to fly there. We'll see the place as we go there. In the user config. Oh, really? Is there a way to fix that? Just like in the X-Plane where you can go and fiddle with the file and fix it. User config CFG. No, I have never touched it, so if there's a way, I'll try. Oh dear. It's funny because X-Plane has this problem as well by default, and you can fix it by going to the config files, and then it works. Thank you about that. I haven't seen this. So I will copy that and go there. You know all the stuff. That's amazing. Yes, yes, I got the link. Has it been hidden for you? Now I got the link, so I'll open it. But you can also paste it in Discord if you want for future. And there's 2 power lines, so I think one of them is coming from the pack and the other is just there, or maybe it's all from the pack. I got this power lines pack and it's amazing. Absolutely love it. Because the power lines are very often on the charts, so they're kind of useful for navigation and somehow they're quite easy to spot. Thank you, Nicotine, for all the links. Also, the Baron cockpit placards and everything. I have also installed this Wheel of VFR. Yeah, I have Wheel of VFR, and on top of that, there is power lines. Go to Flight Sim.to and search for power lines. You'll get it. So I got it. And also, there's airport lights in the night. I once recommended that, so I have it, but I haven't tested it yet. Chili Willy, welcome, welcome. Very nice to have you. We are in Salt Lake City, so I'm having a bit of trouble with my hardware, so we're just flying around. We are at Kilo Bravo Tango Foxtrot at the moment. I couldn't start the helicopter for the life of me, so I used the Control E. That didn't work either, so I just started on the runway with the engine running. And we're just flying around the area. Mine is a bit chilly too. It's actually neat to fly into. No, I have never been there. I have never been to US in the first place. But looks like a nice place. And there's a lot of mountains. I think I would enjoy that. Although the city itself is quite high, it's 4,000 feet, so that's a high elevation to live in. But I honestly think I would enjoy living here. Seems like a great area, and there are the mountains. I love having the mountains around. Julie, are you also streaming? I don't remember. I think I remember seeing you somewhere, but I never had the chance to catch you stream. Am I right that you're also streaming? Some summer I should rename myself to Swamp Willy. No, we can be chilled the whole year. I'm not renaming. Yes, sir, I stream, not miss you so, because I don't know enough. Oh, you don't need to know enough. That's why you learn. Cool. So I did remember correctly. Let me give you a shout out then. There you go. Yay, that's it. Right, don't worry about the ground coming in close. Appreciate it. Look at the QT. Oh, that cute. Gotcha. I'll need to check your stream. I haven't had a chance. There's so many streams I want to follow, and then I just don't have the time to catch up with everyone. So yeah, it's a very nice picture. I like it. And this triple power line here, that's a bit interesting. But the power line pack is just great. Also, helicopters are often used for power line inspections, so why not have it here? Right, don't worry about me. I want to show the power line. So here in the nav graph, it's clearly indicated there. Also, it's not very clear at the moment, but it is there. Yes, we're in a helicopter. So these power lines are pretty useful for navigation, VFR navigation as well. And I'm very happy to have them. Right, the next airport is quite a distance from here. I thought it's actually closer. Oh dear, it's like 10-20 miles? Yeah, it's like 15 miles from now. I thought it's much closer. And there's a pleasant view on the north. That's a cool name. Big news, I closed on the property of the beach in Dominican yesterday. Oh dear, that sounds great. Well done, sir. Right, I hope everyone who wanted is following along. I don't see you. I think we'll just follow the power lines. They must lead somewhere. Now I'm broke. Well, that's the way it is. Don't worry. Just transferring one currency into other currency, lower input. Yeah. Yeah, it's all a matter of choices. You choose one thing over the other. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 power lines. That's quite a lot. And we're flying 100 knots, so that's quite an okay speed for the helicopter. Okay, once it's flying, it's pretty okay. I still don't know how we'll do the landing. I think they need more power lines. Yeah, you always need more power lines. I have the same problem with the USB ports. I have like a 10 USB hubs connected to my PC and it's not enough. So as you have seen today, it's causing some trouble sometimes when my hardware is not working. I still don't understand why the Warthog is causing the issues. Is there an autopilot function on the choppers like planes? Some moderns do have it. Some modern helicopters do have it. Pretty much most of them don't. But yeah, it is now possible. And a lot of modern helicopters, they do have the autopilot, but then most don't. I hope you understand what it means. I think this one usually doesn't have it. But to be honest, it seems to be a pretty useful function. Plus, I think they can be pretty sophisticated and can do way more than just flying. Like they can hover, maybe even take off and land. I'm not exactly sure. If you read about it, you should have some better idea. I think some of the new Airbus helicopters and Augusta Westland at least have done. But this transport to Children's Hospital under chopper has 2 engines. He said that's pretty rare. Actually, a lot of for the rescue, well, they just need 2 engines there. I think our helicopter rescue service also has 2 engines. We are using Airbus 135 and there's also 145. I think all of them have 2 engines. So yeah, it's kind of rare, but then it isn't. It all depends on the mission. A lot of those helicopters, they will have 2 engines. And they're also the ones that have 3 engines. The Merlin has 3 engines. Our Navy bought the Merlins. They should be coming up soon. And they do have 3 engines, which takes a lot of weight, but then you have the 3rd engine. So it is that choice. Alright, this Ogden Hill Air Force Base should be somewhere in front of us, that's why I deviated from the power line. Let's see if we can find it. I mean, I totally can't because I'm looking on the Navi graph, but I'm still not seeing it yet. I'm gonna call him and let him know what's up. Well, it's not that rare, but then it's rare. I'm not sure about the number, like what's the total number of helicopters in the world and how many of those have 2 engines. So if you compare it to any, let's say 60s, 70s, 80s helicopter, then yes, this is pretty rare. But if you compare it to any modern helicopter, then I think a lot of them will have 2 engines. Depending on the mission, of course. So that's the situation. Makes sense. Yes, and then you need 2 engines either for the reliability, so for rescue services, that's kind of important because they're quite often in hover and whatnot. So having that extra safety is a good idea, and also gives you some extra power. But then you pay the price of the extra weight that you may not need all the time. For example, this 3-engine helicopter, it can fly on 2 engines, so the 3rd engine, well, half of the time it is just dead weight. It's a pretty crazy stuff when you think about it, the trade-offs you have to make when you construct an aircraft like this. Also, it's not always very easy to tell how many engines you have, because, well, if you count the air inlets, there can be 2 inlets for 1 engine, more often than not. So just looking from the outside, you can't always tell. I'm not so sure if 135 has 2 engines or 1. I don't really know. Where is this airbase? It must be there on the hill. Actually, there's a hill. We'll need to climb a bit. And there are power lines everywhere. This power line pack is pretty good. That's quite a long drive. We've been flying forever now, and we are not there yet. Right, I think it's there on the right. There is something that looks kind of like the tower. Let me get there. Yep, that's the airbase on the right. And there we go. Right, all covered in snow. There is the runway, there's the tower, jet planes. Love how choppers sound, jet planes engines too. Yeah, I do as well, except when we get too close and it's super loud and your ears hurt. Or you have permanent hearing damage because of being in this noise all the time. But yeah, the sound is pretty nice. Also, a lot of the helicopters, they make all sorts of sound. The 135 that is flying over my head quite often, I think the gearbox there is making most of the sound, not just the engine. It's pretty distinct sound. Right, so that was the airbase. Next we have Ogden Hinckley. These are some crazy names. Let's find it. I think we see the tower already. So in the same, well, when you're in the same, everything is an airport, and you can tell them from miles apart. In real world, it might be much more difficult than that. There's a tower already. The airbase is on this hill, that's interesting. Fun fact, NASCAR uses jet turbines to blow out the track from any rubble. Oh, I see. There's also a version in Soviet countries of snowplow that was using MiG-15 engine. If you Google MiG-15 snowplow, you will find it. It's a bit crazy. So, I'm not surprised that people put this up for NASCAR as well. We used to have inside track tickets, and that was way loud, yeah, I believe. Well, only thing that's louder is the afterburner. I've been like 60-70 meters, well 70 meters from Hornet taking off on full afterburner, and one time I forgot their protection. That was a bad idea. It's crazy loud. Actually hurts. Alright, we're getting there. Where do we go next? The trip back will be quite long, so I'm a bit hesitant to just go back the same way. There's nothing super interesting over the lake. So I think we'll just go to this green one, Morgan CO, and check it out, and then we'll go back over the hills, well, the mountains. Hey, there's another airport. There's a ton of airports in the US. Oof. I can show you the place later on. It's in Switzerland, and you can just get very close to just taking off. I was doing photos there, and just one time, usually I have the headphones in my ears as ear protection, but one time I just jumped out making the photos, didn't have it, and it turned out very bad. Right, we need to go into that valley that's just in front of us. There is the entrance to the valley there, and you can also see it here. See, there's a valley, there should be some river on the road, so we'll go there. I think this is the place here, so let's go there. I wonder if I can have any more power. Let's try it. Right, I think it works. Should be a bit faster then. The American use our 2A abilities. If you are not wearing the right ear protection, it damages. What do you mean? Guns. Oh, Second Amendment. Gotcha. Yeah, so you're just deaf on the right ear. Unless you're left-handed, then you have to shoot with the right hand as well. Actually, is it the case that you can only shoot with the right hand because all the guns are right-handed? I don't actually know. Some are insane, I believe, and then they must be loud. Yeah, your protection is a bit underrated. It's a must in so many places. I actually have a ton of ear protection at home, just scattered all over the place. Usually in every backpack I have some ear protection just packed in a few pockets there, so it's always with me. Can be useful when you're on a train and want to sleep and it's super loud or things like that. You listen loud, but injection port might smack in the face. Alright, so that's a no-go for me. Interesting. I don't have much experience with the guns, but I used to play paintball and it was pretty great. Some have top injections. Gotcha. I didn't know that. Cool to know. Paintball is a lot of fun. Yeah, it is a lot of fun, and it is pretty much a real gun. Except, well, way smaller energy, but it has some energy. It actually pains when you get hit, which makes you a bit scared of being hit, so it puts an extra level to the game. It's a great fun. I can totally recommend it. Airsoft. I did airsoft a few times, but that was after playing paintball, so I did not like it. Well, the guns look much better visually, but other than that, when you get hit, most of the time I didn't even notice that I got hit, so I was like, not great. But I know people like it, so if you like it, that's good. I guess maybe there are some better scenarios or use cases to play it than I have tried, and then it's probably much more fun. Love watching the rest of stuff on YouTube. I see. What is there on YouTube about Airsoft? That's interesting. Right, we're in the valley. There is the river. There are 2 roads. It's pretty crazy. Actually, I have the paintball gun somewhere near me. It's just hidden. I haven't used it for years, but it's there. And we played the pump action paintball guns, so not semi-auto, which meant you had to reload after every shot, which meant you had to think way more about your shots, not to waste your opportunity. And very often what we used to do, we didn't have the magazines on top, we just had the balls in the pocket. So after every shot, you had to reach to the pocket, load the ball, reload the gun, and then shoot. It made for a ton of funny situations, just two people in front of each other with the paintable guns trying to hit the score. Mine are somewhere in the box too. Really, yes, that's how we played. So the team I played in, well, yeah, they focused on these. They're not even semi-auto. I'm not sure how to call them. Pump action guns. Pump action paintball guns. We were shooting with the paintball guns, just because it requires more thinking what to do, not just shooting blindly. And it was a ton of fun. We played in the forest. I reloaded. I had a Tipman. Yeah, we also had Tipmans, but I had... how is it called? I don't remember. Yeah, Tipman was one of the cheaper. Mine was Phantom, I believe. I can show you later. But I haven't played in years, like 15 years. Problem is, you need a team. Right, I think there's the runway in front of us. Same. Yeah, there's so many things to do. Like, how can I do them all? I want to, but time is a bit limiting. And there's the runway. Welcome back, I see. How was your food? We're the one having pizza. Last time I went, I was with a group of army rangers, and they did everyone up. I see. Cool. Right, we found the runway. It looks like a pretty nice area here in the valley. It's a small runway, so probably not... Well, yeah, it's a VFR airfield. They were all using Tipmas too. Oh, I see. Yeah, Tipmas were pretty okay, but the one I had, I liked it way more. If you are still there when we land, I can go and show you. That will be fun. Also, one time I was going to cosplay New Year Eve, so I just took my stuff out, created Umbrella Corporation badge, and there you go, that's my achievements cosplay. I just had all the stuff ready. It was pretty nice. One guy got a little too ballsy and got shot in the Adam's apple. Yeah, that hurts a lot, like getting shot either anywhere on the neck or on the fingers. It's a bit ouch. So I would recommend to play in gloves, even if it's blazing hot, and just have something wrapped around your neck so you don't get this problem. This should keep you safe most of the time. I also used to play with a baseball cap on my head, just turned around 180, so my head was covered as well. And then only place left is if you get hit on the cheek, just from the angle, just from the very back. But that's rather unlikely, so not a big deal. Right, let's try to climb now. Oh, I think that's the weird motions that were happening is when we are going too fast and maybe one of the blades is stalling. I'm not sure. I was fully geared. Yeah. I played basically in high school and middle school. That's a long time ago, but it was super fun. I can totally recommend. It's a great experience. And also, teaches you some gun safety. So now whenever I'm holding any real gun or a fake gun, I just don't have my finger on the trigger. It's just straight. It's just automatic for me. I don't even think you just do it. It's pretty expensive hobby, so I'm not sure. I think just to get the basic set, it's not all that expensive these days. But yeah, if you go all out, that can get crazy expensive, crazy fast. But to be honest, getting a basic gear shouldn't be too much of a deal. Also, our club had all the gear you needed for you, so you didn't need to buy straight away. So Getting a clap is always a good idea. Are we in a climb? We are in a climb. 500 feet per minute. There you go. Who's that? That's that zombie. Alright, because of that I thought it's Icy, but I remember seeing you in this plane in Circled before. Yeah, just don't overdo it. It's a bit hard to see how tall the mountain is. It's very hard to judge if you'll get over it in a climb or not. Remember me crashing in the volcano? Well, that's what happened there. I'll be brave. No problem, Chile. We'll see in a bit. So my climb is not very impressive. Maybe I need to slow down a bit. I think maybe 60 knots will be the best climb speed here. Let's do that. That's definitely a better climb gradient. Right, I will try to keep the 60 knots. I still wonder, right, I think I need more right rudder input, so I'll just go and trim it. Hopefully it works. That zombie is already there. Right, the 500 seems to be way more performant than my aircraft. Also, I still wonder how to start that. What I have been doing wrong, because it was totally wrong. I will watch some tutorial and be able to start it upstream. But then I think it's quite interesting to see just someone get there and try to do it, not being prepared. Running into all the problems that you usually get into. Right, looks like we'll get just over that, no problem. The moon looks a bit funny today. I think we'll fly over this house there on top of the mountain. Actually, let's get over the ridge first. Oh. I think something bad happens to the terrain generation here. Yeah, it's this artifact of the elevated lakes and rivers. That was quite a climb. It's a pretty high mountains up there. Right, where's the house? There it is. Let's go there. It seems like a nice view from there. Okay, I need to reduce the power a bit. And there we go. Alright, nice spot. I bet there's building here in real life as well. Looks like a very nice place to be. Let's have a look around it. There's the zombie. Welcome, welcome. Right, where do we go next? Just don't crash yet. I think we can follow these mountains and then get back to Salt Lake City. Let's follow this ridge then. There's a valley here. It's a pretty deep one. There we are. Right. If you know, in the 80s movies, the 500 was always the villain plane. If you watch Blue Thunder and probably other movies, you know what I mean. It's always the villains flying the 500. It's kind of interesting how this works. Right, we'll follow this ridge. I need to climb a bit here. Just try not to crash into the terrain. There we go. Pretty nice area. Okay, I think the beep was the radar altimeter, so nothing to worry about. We have this under control, I hope. Actually, why are we not climbing? Right, I increased the torque a bit. It seems to have helped. Bit more right pedal and we should be good to go. We're Salt Lake City. It's somewhere down there. Yeah, we can see the airport. It's a bit funny how in the Sims the airports are always so prominent compared to the city. In real life, then can at times be very hard to spot just at the city. They are just very unsuspecting. Can I open the door? Actually, shall I get rid of it? Maybe it will get too loud, so let's not try this now. Right, we're getting a bit too fast here. I think it's good under control now. That's them flying there. Great stuff. You always have no problem following along. I still wonder what I did wrong on the startup procedure, why it went so bad. Well. Also, we have some nice table here. VNE power on. And there's... Okay, that's pressure, altitude, and it indicated airspeed in knots. Let's see, we're at 9,000 feet. So which means we should be like let's say 125. Right, so that's the one here. I wonder if this barbell moves automatically. Right, I absolutely love the mountains here. Also, they're pretty far from the city. It's quite a distance to go, but it's a lot of area. Well, pretty big area of the mountains, so Should be very nice to hike in. Whoa, that's close. Make sure I don't crash into anything. Great job there. I haven't tried formation flying in helicopter yet. It must be pretty difficult. Also, speaking of formation flying, one thing on my to-do list is to get the Vilga and tow some glider and be on the both ends, be in the glider and in the Vilga, but I need some other people to do that. So I think at some point we'll try to arrange that. It should be interesting. Also, I found a nice glider club in South Africa. It seems to be part of the default Misfit scenery. I think we'll choose this place to do that.
Danger, master, danger!
Danger! Air is done. Yeah, it's constant danger today. Starting from the fact that my rudders are on the mixture, my collective is on the throttle, and my joystick is in the right hand, so it's all under the right hand. I still don't know how we'll land. I think we'll just do controlled crash into the runway with some high forward speed and shave a bit of our skids. Aren't we a bit too high for the trees? That's a good question. Are there trees in real life here? Actually, it's still possible. Looks like these higher mountains don't have trees, like the one in front of us. It's pretty far away though. Right, so we're just getting abeam the city. The city is just in front to the right of us. There's the airport though. But there's the airport. And the city extends all the way down there along those mountains. It seems like a quite big city. And again, 4,000 feet elevation. That's pretty high elevation to live in. But since there's quite a lot of big cities in the Rockies that have super high elevation, in Europe, well, I don't think there's any major city on this elevation. At least in the part of Europe that I know. Where do we go now? Those mountains in front of us, they look amazing. But they're a bit far away from us. Check how tall they are. I think the one here is 11,500, so that's probably the tallest one. No, there's 11,700 here. Right, that's pretty far away. I think we can maybe go to this one. Well, it's the same distance we just covered, so that's a long travel there. All these towns just hidden in the Rockies. Crazy places. What the hell are you doing? Right, I think those monsters are a bit far, so I think we'll just go down and try to land. Maybe do some flybys over the airport and call it a day. I need to figure out what's up with my hardware, try to make it a bit better so I don't need to fiddle fit, and definitely check it before the stream. Oh, we're too fast. I need to lower the collective a bit. There's the zombie. Hey. I'm just following this valley and then we'll go over the city, try to get to the airport. It shouldn't be too hard because in the sim the airports are super prominent. Also, is the sim sound maybe a bit too loud? Jesus, welcome, welcome, very nice to have you. Here is your auto shout out. That's a great stuff. It's just that I don't have to do anything. I'm having a bit of a trouble today. I spent a long time trying to reconnect my hardware to no avail. So we're just flying this helicopter with a pretty weird bindings and also I couldn't start it. So I need to watch some tutorial how to do that. How is your day, Jesus? Have you been flying recently? There's that zombie there. Right, there's the city, there's a lot of tall buildings, so we'll check that area. I see we have Vex, the chopper pilot back again. Yeah, we do, that is the case. Also, again, I couldn't start this helicopter. And even the control E didn't help today, so I had to go and start on the runway. Ooh. I'm not sure what I was doing wrong. I'll go check some trail and then it should be very clear. It's funny how I have trouble doing that. But I just hopped in. Haven't seen anyone flying this plane. Well, I'm still flying, just not starting up. And finally I chose a place with the weather that's unflyable, so we had to switch to Arctic chill and we're just chilling around. It's pretty nice area, I really like it. Elevation, a lot of mountains, seems super nice. I would be curious to visit this place in real life, but well, it's pretty far away from me. Flew last night, a night flight. 4.6, super long evening flight, landed around 10:40 p.m. Oh dude, that's late. Being tired and flying is not fun. Almost at midnight, did long 300 miles cross country, 3 different airports, 3 different approaches. Oh, is that a requirement for you for the commercial license? It was for me. But I did it on, well, just VFR. So that was easy peasy. Also, yeah, 300 miles was quite a distance for the instrument. You need it for the instrument. Actually, I don't know, I think it was just requirement for me for the commercial, not the instrument itself. Did it all IFR. Oh, awesome. In a Cessna, am I right? 172? Or what Cessna are we flying? I actually forgot. 172, cool. I have never flown 172 as a pilot actually. I've been in one as a passenger, but never as a pilot. Right, there's the city, and the airport is just in front of us. It's a cool looking city. I don't know, like headwind the whole way back. Alright, I already had it whole way. I was about to ask, how can this work? Yeah, I was doing like 87 knots ground speed the whole way back. Jesus, I need to teach you something about flight planning. You need to plan your flights to be easy, which means you plan tailwind on going on the way back, not the headwind. So the weather is playing in your favor, because you know, headwind can mean that you will not make it home because you will run out of fuel or whatnot. So if you don't need to go anywhere, you are just doing hours, then why not plan the flight in a way that's safer for you and just have a tailwind on the way home? Or when you are going somewhere, check the weather and go where the weather is good. Don't go where the weather is bad. That's just my 3 cents about flight planning during training. Don't sweat it. With a lot of espresso isn't easy. Well, at some point even the espresso doesn't help. Wait until you have simulator sessions at 3 AM. That's fun. Oh dear, it's quite an experience. I don't remember what time our session was, but it was like 1 or 2 or 3 a.m. A bit crazy. I think this is photogrammetry, those buildings. How does this work? Or are they from the world update? They look super nice. Oh, I know, but my instructor wants to take me north of that airport that has just the DME arc and... Oh, 13,000 feet long runway. 300 feet wide. We're at Edwards or what? Where were you? That's crazy. That's quite a long runway. For a Cessna 172. Yeah, so we could probably land it like perpendicular to the runway. I mean, 300 feet is not much for a Cessna, but in certain conditions it's doable. Sounds like a funny place. And a DME arc. Yeah, DME arcs are pretty nice. They sound scary, but when I try them in the sim, they are way easier than it seems. Actually, just holding the arc is pretty easy. That's a bit surprising. Right, the zombie are still here. Whoa. Okay. You are. So we are heading for the airport, and I will try to ditch this aircraft on the airport. Somehow, some way. I'm still not sure how to do that. Let's make some low passes, and then I'll try to ditch it. It was an Air Force base, and either way, here in my area, you always have a headwind either on the outbound leg or return leg. I know, but it's better to have the headwind on the outbound leg and have a tailwind on the return leg, so you're a bit more comfortable about your fuel situation. This is how I roll, just play it safe. Cool. But it wasn't Edwards. Yeah, 13,000 feet is super long. How much is that in meters? It's over 3,000. So that's 3,000 for 1,000, 3,900 meters. Alright, we had 8 gallons left when we landed. Is that a lot? 8 times 4.5? So that's like 40 liters, 38 liters, 40 liters. Alright, that's quite kind of okay. So about an hour, maybe a bit more than an hour. Okay, so a bit on the limit. And wait, how does that work then? Because you need also fuel for the alternate. Nice. I wish the best for next stages. Yeah, me too. 172 burns about 7 gallons an hour. There was no need for an alternate. Oh, because why? It was a very VFR night. That's not how it works for the IFR though. You need the alternate, right? I remember there are certain conditions when you do not need to plan alternate on the IFR, but they were never the case for my airport, so I honestly forgot all of them. I think 2 independent runways and weather better than something, but my airport didn't have 2 runways, so that's pretty ruled out. Oh, so it was VFR night, not the IFR. Right, gotcha. So it was VFR light, but you were doing instrument procedures. Gotcha. I think that was the case. And then it's 45 minutes. Okay, makes sense. 45 minutes, no alternate, and yeah, gotcha. So VFR night. Right. It's the IFR, so I thought it was IFR, but we were just doing... Oh no. Do we need to do it again? I think you flew... Alright, okay, gotcha. So I think technically your flight was VFR, but you're doing instrument procedures and you're under the hood and I don't know. How does that work then? Anyway, I think we've got it covered. Yeah, I know it's a bit complex when you do training because well, it's a bit awkward what you do. Like you can have a VFR flight and do instrument procedures. You just ask ATC nicely if they can put you on ILS and whatnot, and you're good. We're under an IFR flight plan, talking to ATC and everything. Alright. Then I'm curious about the alternate. I think I would need an alternate for the IFR flight plan. Anyway, never mind. Let me think about the landing then. So I get what you're saying with the VMC weather and the alternate and the IFR flight plan. I just wonder how it all hangs together because the rules are pretty strict. Also, for training, you can make it a bit awkward, like you have a VFR plan and you ask for instrument approaches, because why not? Right, I'm thinking of landing there, so I'll try to get over the runway, slow down there, hit it with the skids and just stop on the runway. Hopefully we will not roll over or anything. You can do that too. You ask for the practice approach. Yeah. Right, there's the runway. Try to slow down, lowering the collective. I wonder how's my pedal situation. I'll apply a bit more left pedal. Oh, and we had wind from the left. Great. Okay. Not looking great. Shall then go straight to the parking area. Alright, we have landed. It's not a crash landing. Right, I didn't touch it. We stay here. So let's think how to shut this thing down. We can move the throttle to idle. Is that doing anything? Yes, it is. I saw the shadow of that zombie. Hey Jesus, do you want to share your flight plan somewhere in the Discord? Maybe we can fly this in the sim. That would be actually cool. Maybe, someday. Right, I think I have to shut this down. Oh, there's an easy way. Now it doesn't work. Oh, now it works. Was the generator off all the time? No, that's off, that's reset. Okay. I'll just get everything off. Not worry about it all too much. I will try to get it in a better shape next time, and still need to find what my problem was with the starting. It's a pretty nice helicopter to fly. Seems super stable compared to the 500. How's the rotor doing? Whoa, that zombie. Good stuff. I think you have been practicing. Well done. I think I like this helicopter better without the door. Also, Jesus, I'm not sure, but if you saw, but the X-Plane comeback is real. I was talking to Chewie to try to convince him to play X-Plane, then he did. Now, go turn live weather. Well, we are not on the Arctic chill. And then I saw Toot and Murphy playing the X-Plane today, so I think more people will be convinced to have it as a backup sim. Oh, redo the same VFR turn. What do you mean VFR turn? I could show you the real weather. It's a bit nasty. Right, I'll explain what the problem is. I'm not sure when you came, where you came, when you came. Oh. It's a good weather now. No, it's not good anymore. Right. My problem is that my controls are not correct. So what happened is that I use the word hook for the collective normally, but sometimes it doesn't show up here and I need to reconnect it 5 times. But after doing all those operations, what happened was that I couldn't connect my rudder pedals. And then I also couldn't connect my word hook, which meant I'm left with the joystick on my right hand, and then I just have my rudder pedals on what is normally a mixture axis, which means I won't be able to fly anymore. A very low visibility, that's why I suggested you. Oh. Yeah, not today, unfortunately. I chose this, so I think we'll just call the day here. Yeah, it would be nice for an IFR. Actually, I'm thinking how to do IFR flights in a minimal visibility. It's not very easy to set this up in Misfits. It's very easy to set this up in X-Plane because it's designed to do so. In Misfits, not so much. So again, sorry disappointing, but next time. And also make sure to check my hardware before the stream so we didn't run into this problem again. But my visibility is not so super low. It's not for helicopters. It was a bit worse earlier. There's nicotine. I see waving the fork. Okay, I think I'll stay the Arctic chill. It looked a bit better. Is Chili Willy here? I think you're still off. Anyway, I can get my paintball gun up. Just show you. So if you give me a moment, I'll be back there. Nicotine, we are watching. So I'll get the stuff out. Hang on for a second. Actually, I don't remember. Oh, I remember this. Good. Right, I've got the mystery box. So, for context, if you haven't been here earlier, I was saying that I've been playing paintball back in the day, like 15 years ago. I have all the stuff in the box here, so I can show you. So, you need face protection. That's the mask I'm having. You just put it on. It has the goggles, the mouth protection, and this thing here. But it doesn't cover your neck or anything, so it's a good idea to wear some piece of clothing over your neck. I always have a baseball cap on my head, so it's also covered, and then you're pretty good. And then I have the rest of the stuff. Let me get it out. It's the body, and these are the custom mates. My dad was nice enough to make those parts for me. They were original plastic, but they are now made of wood. They are super nice. Let me get the rest of the stuff. And this is paintball, so it's a pneumatic gun that here in Europe has low enough energy that you're legally allowed to have it without any paperwork. So this is the body with the barrel, and on top of that you have the CO2 container. So that's the whole thing. It's a modification because normally the bottle goes here, but then it's pretty unbalanced, so we can do this drop down and have it here. Then it's way more balanced. So we have the center of gravity somewhere on this place. It's very easy to hold it. That's it. I have head cast marks on top of your head. That's what happens. Well, don't worry, it's visible, but it's not any pain or anything. These are actually super comfortable headphones. So that's the paintball situation. I haven't played it in like 15 years or more, but it is super nice. I can recommend to go to a club and try with friends. It's a lot of fun. Right. That's it. I'll put it back into the mystery box. Actually, that woke the cat up. Nicodine, what are you doing then? Just flying around? Alright, I just need to... Oh, I like this Kelly. What is it? It's Ecuray H125 by Koan Sim. Actually, you can hit exclamation Mario Craft and you'll have it. I'm on the menu watching your stream. Oh, I see. Where's my mouse? There it is. There we go. That's the one. Right, I'll get the mystery box out and I'll play the outro for you. I was actually planning to make a bit of a shorter stream today, but I didn't expect the hardware issues. So that was a bit unfortunate. Let me hit this rotor brake. I can't hit it now. Why? Why rotor brake? Oh, now it works. What is up with this? This is so strange. I think I need to bind those things to some controls on my joystick, so I don't need to click those things in the cockpit. Well. Alright. Let me play the outro for you. It will take like 5-10 minutes, so if you can, please stick out of the raid. After the outro, I'll see who's there and who you can raid. Alright, the guitar stuff is getting online. We can stop the music. Oh no, oh no. Let me reset the view. I did like that view. Have I made a screenshot? Let's make a few more. There we go. This Beats S2 is a rocket. Yeah, it's a nice plane. Yeah, the Beats S2 is an aerobatic aircraft, so it is easy to hit the ground. You have to be super careful. Be careful there. I saw you doing crazy things there. I mean, you can always try again. Oh no, the guitar has been muted all along. Now we go. I have looped the guitar already, so you saw me playing, but you haven't heard me. There you go. Welcome 10, very nice to have you here. Yeah, alright. I had some hardware issues today. I didn't check if my hardware is connected before the stream, and it turned out one of them wasn't. Meow! 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 My cat is totally uninterested in the meowing. I feel like it. Hey, you put the glasses on the haha cat. That looks pretty cool. Well done, Tan, well done. I haven't even noticed. Looks so cool. That's a cool cat. Now time to try and calm my cat down again. Oh no, what have you done? What have you wrote upon your cat? Yeah, so my Warthog didn't want to show up in Misfits. I tried reconnecting few times, then it showed up, but then my Ice Dragons, you need to go. Oh, you need the space. Oh, here goes the squish. We've got the flat cat. That's a pancake cat. I think that's the Kansas cat. We have never been in Kansas. We should go there one at some point. So then Warthog showed up, but then my pedals were not there. I tried to reconnect them 10 times, disconnect everything, and to no avail. So I had some emergency setup with the rudder pedals on my mixture in the helicopter. So we did just one landing, and as you see, it wasn't the worst one. At least we're still alive. It's so silly, every time I redeem a meow, she gets so confused. I see. It's cool. I'm glad that my meows get some reactions out of the other cats, not my cat though. Alright, let's see who's there to raid. A bit shorter today, but I still need to find some tutorial how to start up this helicopter, see what my problem was, and try to have a solution for this Warthog issue. I had this before, but that's the worst it ever was. Oh wait. Oh no. She's out. We are sinking. We are sinking. Chewy, is Chewy up? Yeah, let's raid Chewy. I have used to like Chewy. We are raiding him every other time. I absolutely love watching Chewy. Also, I think I started a movement. I've been trying to convince Chewy to fly Explain, and then he got some help from Seriously I'm a Pilot, and he actually was flying Explain. He's doing that once a week now. And then all of a sudden there was Tut and Murphy flying the Explain today. And there's also Conti who's regularly flying the Explain. So I think it will convince more people that it is a pretty decent sim to have as a backup at least. I can totally recommend. So I think we'll fly it on stream at some point as well. I was a bit hesitant in the past because everyone was a bit religious about not flying Explain, with some notable exceptions like Kev Mikwa, but hey, I think we're getting there. Alright, he cool. Yeah, Chewy's cool and has the voice of an angel. I love the karaoke he's doing. It's pretty amazing. Right, the raid is up. Next stream will be on Sunday, 17 Zulu as usual. I will see you there. We'll see what we'll be doing. I'll let you know in the Discord. I hope you don't mind the surprises. I'm trying to let you know 1 hour early so you have time to prepare, but other than that, I just decide pretty much on the same day what I'll be doing. Alright, thank you for coming, thank you for playing along. Nicotine there in the Cabri. That zombie in the 500. We also had the Bonanza with Hover on board. So thank you for playing along, thank you for stopping by, thank you for hanging out. It's been super cool, even though we had some problems. Nice to have you here. I see, thank you for the ride, the pilot, thank you for the follow. And I'll see you on Sunday. Let's go to the end scene. And let's go right Chewy. I'll post the hype emotes so you can copy them. And we'll go there. Right. I'll see you next time. Bye bye bye.